Hi guys, welcome to Cheryl's Home Cooking. Welcome to Cheryl's Home Cooking. Today what I'm going to show you is Hooters breading. I went to the grocery store and I happened to see this, so I wanted to pick it up and give it a try. So I picked up some chicken breasts, which I'll slice up into strips, and then I'll put the Hooters breading on it. I'll deep fry it, and then I'll let you know how it tastes. So let's get started. What I'm going to do now is I have my deep fryer. I'll get my oil started. So I'll fill it up to the line inside my fryer. I'm just using plain old vegetable oil. So I'll get it started, I'll put it off to the stove and then plug it in. Let me use this. I like to use my deep fryer on top of my stove, so this way here I can put the exhaust from my hood vent on, so I don't have the smell of oil or fried oil in my kitchen. Can't find the plug.
And I'm learning how to plug in my deep fryer.
Can't find the plug. Found it. Okay, so now I'll plug it in. I'll set it to about 350 and the light will turn on and let me know when it's ready. Meanwhile, I picked up some boneless chicken breasts. It happened to be on sale at the grocery store and it only cost me $6.89 for 6 chicken breasts. So I'll take some of the chicken breasts. I'll cut the fat off. I don't want to have deep fried fat. And what I'm going to do is take some parchment paper and pound it down. Perfect. Now I'll cut it into strips. I'll take another chicken breast, and you can see all the fat there. It's a lot of fat. I'll pound this one as well.
Why do you pound it?
The reason why I like to pound my chicken down is I'm tenderizing it, and also it takes less time to cook because it's not as thick. So now I'll cut this chicken breast into strips. I'll do one more chicken breast. I'll cut the fat off of this. I kind of wish they would do this at the grocery store so I'm not paying for fat. And I'll pound this one. Perfect. You can see if I didn't pound it down how thick it would be. And here's a nice big thing of fat. So that's why I like my chicken breasts when I make the strips. I like it a little bit thinner. I'm sure with this chicken fat in there, I paid for that. They had it hidden underneath the chicken breast. Alrighty. And the rest of my chicken breasts I'll just put in my freezer for another day. Now I'll clean up my cutting board and clean up my hands and get my chicken prepared. According to the directions on the package, I'll put a little of the breading in a bowl, then I'll dredge my chicken strips into the breading, place it on a plate, and put it in my fridge for half an hour. So I'll start with probably about a cup. I'll see how far that takes me. You want to make sure it's coated real good too. That's perfect. I always seen this in the grocery store too, and I always wondered how it tasted, because I never really go to Hooters. So I figured, let me make it at home. I know that at Hooters they usually use chicken wings, but I wanted to use chicken breasts. Meanwhile, I have my oil heating up. And what I like to use for dipping sauce is that Frank's hot sauce. So after I have it deep fried, I'll let the oil drain off on some paper towels. I'll take the Frank's hot sauce, put it in a bowl, and then I'll take the chicken strips and put that in a bowl and then shake it around. So that this way here, the Frank's hot sauce is coated all over the deep fried chicken strips. I figured the chicken breasts are a lot better than the chicken wings. This way here, I don't have to worry about bones. So this is really quick and easy. So as soon as it's done, I'll let you guys know how it tastes. I'm sure it tastes just like if we were to go to Hooters. A couple more to go. And I'm stacking it on top of the chicken breasts that I have on the bottom. So once a half hour is up, if I see that some of the batter is off of the chicken, I'll put it back in here and then I'll just put it in a deep fryer. I want to make sure that this Hooters breading is all over the chicken breast. So the 1 cup for the 3 chicken breasts was just enough. And I picked up some frozen onion rings, so I picked up the store-bought onion rings, so I'll let you know how those are. Last one. So now I'll leave this off to the side and I'll place this in my fridge. But first I'll clean off my hands. So now I'll leave this off to the side. I'll place some saran wrap on top.
You want to leave the fridge.
And then place it in the fridge. So in the fridge it goes. My oil is all ready to go. I picked up the store-bought, which is for great value, and it's 1 pound. So I'll open these up. I'll let you know how they taste. They look pretty good. So I'll put them in my basket. I'll only put in a few at a time. I don't want to overload it. So now I'll take my basket. So now I'll put my onion rings in my oil, and it'll take about a minute and a half. You want to make sure it's all covered. I'll put the top back on and give it a few minutes. Then I'll drain off any excess oil on a paper towel. I'll place them in my oven that I have on warm because I'm still waiting for my chicken in my refrigerator. So once the onion rings are done, my 30 minutes will be up. So then I'll take my chicken out of the refrigerator and then I'll deep fry the chicken. This fryer is really good. I'm so glad that my son picked it up for me. Now I'll check on my onion rings. Oh yeah, perfect. You can see how nice and golden brown they turned out. So now I'll place them on my plate with my paper towel. Put the rest of my onion rings in. Put the cover back on. And believe it or not, that was 1 pound. Now I'll check on my onion rings. Perfect. I'll place them on my paper towel. Now I'll place them on my baking tray to keep them warm in my oven. I'll place it on the top. I have my oven on warm. For my dipping sauce, what I'm going to do is I'll place some mayonnaise in my bowl, probably about 1/4 of a cup. Now I'll add some Frank's hot sauce, just enough to mix it, probably about a teaspoon. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Tastes pretty good. And this is what it looks like. So now I'll place this off to the side. I'll go get my chicken out of the fridge. I see a little breading came off, so I'm going to re-dip it. So I'll place it in my basket. I'll only put a few in there because I don't want to overcrowd it. So I have 4 chicken strips in. I'll put my lid on top. For my chicken strips for the sauce, I picked up this Frank's Red Hot Wing Sauce. So what I'll do is I'll put a little of this in a bowl, and then I'll put all the chicken strips in the bowl so that they're all coated, and then I'll let you know how everything tastes. So now I'll check on my chicken strips. They look perfect. I'll place them on my paper towel. And I'll put some more chicken strips in. Give that a few minutes. So now I'll check on my chicken strips. Let the excess oil drip off. Drain it on a paper towel. Don't they look good? So now what I'm going to do with these is I'll place them in my bowl. Kind of mix it around so that it's all coated. So you can pour as much or as little as you want on your chicken strips. They're going to be buffalo chicken strips. I'll put one on my plate. I'll get my onion rings out of the oven. Oh yeah, they look perfect. Now doesn't this look good? I'll put a little of the dipping sauce for my onion ring. I'll try the chicken. Oh yeah, it's perfect. Really, really good. Tastes just like if I were to go to Hooters. Deserves a second bite. Now for my onion rings. I'll put it in the dipping sauce. Perfect. This is really good. So the store-bought onion rings are pretty good. In the Hooters batter, excellent. I highly recommend getting it. So if you do pass this by in the grocery store, pick it up because it's really good on the chicken. Well, thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of Cheryls Home Cooking and watch me make my buffalo chicken strips with the Hooters breading. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.